off. Today is day 258 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on. It is day 3, for some reason, of this particular challenge. It has just been absolute hell. The last 2 days, we've been wildly unprepared. Not so much on the knowledge front. I mean, yes, that's obviously a glaring issue, is our knowledge of the general skills needed to accomplish it. But more importantly, there's been a hilarious lack of sleep. We have been wildly loopy / sleep deprived for the last, week. Like, the night before yesterday, thought I was going to get a lot of sleep going into yesterday's stream. Got an hour and a half of sleep, maybe 2 hours. And it'd been like that for 4-5 days, maybe a weekish. It was bad. It was bad. Things were just hurting because. Things shouldn't just hurt because. Anyways, we came very close. We had lots of assistance yesterday, which was very cool. And I know we're freakishly close. We are freakishly close. We have... Let's go ahead and run it. All of the places. 1,000... 500... 150... 10, 5, and 1. So that's what's here. 1,500, 150, 10, 5, and 1. So now we need to return those amount of numbers as follows. Are we going to do that? Or do we go back to the switch case hell? Kind of want to go back to the switch case. But we're so close. We have the answer in front of us. Let's do this. Let's do this. Go time. Go time. Let's double check we've got everything first. Webcam check. Mic audio, golden. freeCodeCamp, chat on our phone. Little kitty doing her thing. Go time. Go time. Open the helpful links from yesterday. Roman numerals, splice, index. Don't worry about join. Okay. Alright. This. There's that. Alright, index of slicing Roman numerals. We are so very close. Values. We have... You know what? And also, let's convert stuff. There was the helpful link we got yesterday to the issue. Let me see if I can find it. Right. Copy. Is that should be okay, okay. We are looking for so setting up the variable list. We can type out all of this because we were heading down that path. Let's get rid of all of our excess nonsense. We no longer need our nonsense area. Nonsense area removed. Now, what we can take is this portion, because we don't wanna type out all of that. We know what the values are. They're all right here. We've copied them before, which is where this came from, matching up the nonsense from beforehand, which we just cleared out of our nonsense area, but function stuff. We've got our variable list. All possibilities. Let's call it... Yeah, list is fine. List is okay. Now, from here, though, we've got our function. We need to adjust this bit of our function in general. So we'll need variable result equals... function to Roman num variable result equals. We've got values. Is there a difference between values and results? They are receiving a string instead of an array. So that's the first step. For variable k in list, for a given item in list, if type of list k does not equal function variable count math.floor number divided by list. So we're going to take the temporary variable and store it. We loop over all the items in the array above. And the for in loop returns everything from an array, including functions. We don't want those. Get the amount of the current array value that fits the number. Okay. So from there, we want... So let's adjust what we have at hand. We need to swap out our for loop. And now that we have this list up here, we no longer need our Roman variable. And this handy guide was provided to us by Aqua from yesterday's stream. We just ran out of time after struggling yesterday. Had to scurry out of here. We have another event today that we have to attend. So we've got about 30-ish minutes, which should be plenty of time, especially since we already have his handy guide in front of us. I'm just trying to come to terms with all that is happening in front of us, and his comments for each line of code are extremely helpful. So anyways, I'm just sort of comparing what he had and what he's doing compared to what we were doing before. And although very similar, especially the math.floor section here, extremely similar. Just sort of comparing and contrasting for my own benefit. All right, now we are changing the for loop to variable k in list. So instead of I less than and going through the length, we're just doing variable k in list. You know, we don't use for in loops that often. Honestly, I think the last time we really used a for in loop was basically one of the examples of a for in loop at Code Academy, which was 100 plus, 120 plus days ago or more. So it's been a while. We should probably implement for blank in list. And if it cycles through everything, maybe I've been wanting to use for in loops for the last however long, and I just always do a regular for loop. If type of list k does not equal function, if type of, is it capitalized like that? Type of the upper camel case, right? Or is that lower camel case? Camel case in general. Type of list k does not equal function. Then curly goodness. Type of lowercase o. Variable count equals math.floor num divided by list k. Math.floor divided by list k. And then it continues on. There's no immediate curly brace here. There's yet another if that continues the party with inside of this if statement. Nested ifs. It's always good to have your ifs nesting. That's actually not a thing. I'm just making noise with my mouth to kill time. Oh yeah, it definitely, look at that. Capital O, just general bleak sadness, versus lowercase o. Ta-da! Changes font color. Success. Now, variable, did he call it count? Not that we need to have the same variable name, but just adhering to the protocol math.floor. Now we can salvage the code we have, which is cool. Here, instead of push, we can get rid of the push. And we won't do Roman because we got rid of Roman in this midsection and swapped it out for list. So it will now be num list, and that will technically be k instead of an I. Again, we've updated our for loop to a for in loop. So, with that said, we still want math.floor and all of this, but we will extract it and place that here. Ta-da! Onwards to the nested if. Curly stuff, dee-dee-dee-dee, curly stuff, dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee, something, something, spider pig, dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee. Okay, so, this is the if. It's a very nice if. When count is greater than 0, for variable I equals I less than count, I plus plus, result plus equals k, and number minus equals list k. This returns true if the number was divisible by the current value of the array above. Run the amount of times the dividable value fits in the number, add letter to the result, and then lower the original number by the current processed value from the array. All right. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and shimmy this right in here like so. For count greater than 0. Beautiful. Again, this handy guide, once more, anyone stopping by or not paying attention, this handy guide was provided to us by Aqua from yesterday. And the base code that we're altering was also helped set up yesterday during yesterday's stream. Now, something about something. What were we doing? We were dealing with the if statement. Don't mind me. Mine's running wild. We're just coming up on the time limit, sort of, on when we need to end the stream. So, planning ahead. Coding and planning. The fun never stops. We get to set up our for loop. I and for count. For variable I equals 0, not O, 0, Stephen, 0. I less than count I plus plus. Is that, wait, it wasn't I equals 0. Was it I equals 0? It was I equals 0. You know what I'm thinking of? It's the count dot length. Usually when we do our for loops, we're always doing count dot length. That's one of the other issues that I've noticed is, we'll call it evolving or progressing. I keep using the same tools over and over, and I've noticed the areas that I've found growth or progress in are areas where the tools I've learned can be applied to new situations. So the areas that have stuck out to me are situations where I can use a regular for loop or a for loop like so, set up like this. I've found more areas where I can use for loops like this. What hasn't stood out to me, or what I haven't latched onto yet as far as the learning process over the last 258 days, is finding new tools or different variations of those tools like this using a for in loop to solve my problems. So I've found more ways to use the same tool, but I haven't found as many ways to alter those tools or anything like that. Does that make sense? Hopefully. I don't know if that's weird or normal, but just trying to keep track of. Again, this is why we're streaming all of this. If any course developers out there are listening, just food for thought. If anyone teaches courses, something that you might want to consider. Throwing that out there into the ether. Anyways, continuing on. Not count.length, just count. Result plus equals k, and num minus equals list k. Very cool how that works out. So let's go ahead and jump back to result. Plus equals list, and num minus equals, oh, that's underscore, bad Steven, minus equals list k. All right, let's clean that up. There's that. We no longer need this or that. And instead of return values, since we actually, do we even need our values anymore? I don't believe we do. We don't need value. Ah, it was result. That's right. We never updated values to result as a string. We just continued the party with the for loop. So those get changed to result as a string. Oh, we made the change to the string. Before it was the array. Now it's the happy string. Result followed by result. Cool. Is there an issue here? Hazard. Oh, right. Not Roman. We want... It was list and K. Ta-da! I think we're actually pretty good, all things considered. I believe Aqua has guided us to victory. Tons of fun. Let's go ahead and run this. Run that noise. Oh god, I broke something. It was me. I did it. My bad. That was my fault. Does list need to be outside of the function? List does need to be outside of the function. Yeah. Run that. No. Something is marginally wrong. Wait, yeah, no, we can't have that noise. Something about something. List. 2 Roman num result. K, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I know what it was. Don't mind me. It's this. No, we already have convert to Roman. Let's do Command Z, put that back. Result list. Something. Hold on. I know we had it outside of the code, but as far as the scope goes, it's checking the function for in loop returns everything from an array. So it's checking everything in there, which is good, because that's what we want, including functions, but we don't want those. List K, variable list K. Think it through, Steven. I feel like it would still function even if it was inside. And I know this was 2 Roman, which is why we kept ours, not a big deal, easily changeable to convert Roman, which is needed for this. Something about something. It's returning the objects. You can do it. You can do it. Hey, Aqua! Cool! How you doing? Yeah, we definitely have been utilizing your guide from yesterday, going through very slowly, might I add, coming to terms, updating each line. So that's good. I figured we were character for character accurate, but I must have missed something. So way cool. For in loop. Yeah, okay. And the error is in the inner for loop. Okay, so we've got our for in loop, and the error is in the inner for loop. Okay. Yeah, I've been lurking for a bit now. Way cool. That's fine. Yeah, lurk away. That's we set up before I set up Twitch or my Twitch stream. I wanted a stream where people could just look, not need to chat, and a good stream to fall asleep to. Sounds ridiculous. Probably not the best way to build an audience, but yeah, especially since I stream at midnight. If you can't fall asleep, guy who doesn't know how to code, great way to put yourself to sleep. Super boring, but awesome. Good time. So, see, even when we don't know Aqua's there, he's still looking out for us. So cool. So let's compare. Variable I equals 0, I less than. Maybe that's the issue. I less than, count, no. Okay. Additionally, variable k in list. Variable k in list. Oh, and it's 1 a.m. for where you're at, so bedtime soon anyway. All right, I'm in California, so West Coast Pacific Standard Time. Geez, 1 a.m. Where does that put you? Even the East Coast is only 3. That makes... Where are you on the planet? Ah, Netherlands. Cool. Very cool. Hear that, little kitty? Netherlands. No? Not impressed? She's impressed. She's just napping. She's ready to sleep. Yeah, no, we get finish this up. So, we had results, our list. Variable result, k in list. Type of list k. Count is greater than 0. Oh, maybe, did I do commas? Did I do commas again? No, I didn't do commas. It's returning objects instead of something. For blah. Result plus equals. It's returning objects. The logic works, it's just set up incorrectly somehow. Aqua. Line 27. Where is line 27? Oh, it's the one I have highlighted. Okay, see, I'm just... we're slow to register, but kind of, at least we're following down the right path. Result... Oh, plus equals k! Little kitty, why didn't you say anything? Oh, plus equals k. And I put list down so confidently. Back when I typed it in. I'm pretty sure I was smiling when I typed list. bad, Steven. Oh, it was the K. Sakash. Aqua, thank you. Thank you, Aqua. Ah, typical. Typical. You did it. Wrong. Aqua did it. Look at that. Look at that. Let's no, not submit and go forth. Go back and go forth. Let's gander at it. Let's revel in the success of Aqua's code. So, from the top, function convert to Roman numeral, our handy list of key value pairs, M, 1000, all the way down to I for 1. We have our empty result string, a handy for in loop that'll cycle through all the key value pairs. If the type of list K does not equal function, everything in there, variable count will equal math.floor number divided by the value, list K. If count is greater than 0, for variable I will start at 0 at the beginning. I less than count iterates by 1, I++. The result will plus equals, so as it builds out K, and then from here, number minus equals list K. It starts to chip away at that. Awesome. And then everything closes out, and then we return result, and we get exactly what we need. There, another castle, indeed. Look at all those green check marks. Hot damn. Good times. Way cool. 36. Beautiful. All right, and Aqua, getting there, you can add a variable value equals list K after line 21. And so after line 21, you can add variable value equals list K blah after line 21 and replace all list K's with value. Copy list K, list K, K, ta-da, and on the test, boom, look at that, success. Makes it more readable. Also, as a side note, do you see, and for the sake of it, rename K to key? Absolutely. Absolutely. As a side note, do you see the response time, the clarity of communication versus yesterday? Oh, God. Yeah, my mind was totally shot. Again, I don't know how long or early you joined the stream, but I was reflecting on the lack of sleep that I had mentioned. I was getting like an hour and a half of sleep, maybe 2 hours, but it was closer to an hour and a half of sleep for the last like 4 or 5 nights, almost a week straight, and it was just like, oh my God, my mind was just like falling in on itself. It was brutal. I couldn't understand anything that was being said to me, and even when I am clear of mind, if you will, it's like telling little kitty what to do as far as coding. But the response time, yeah, that's cool. The fact that I'm able to understand, that makes it so much easier to guide and assist. All right, for the sake of it, rename K to key. We can do that. We can do that. I don't know. I kind of like, well, we'll call it key for key in list. I kind of like the K because it is the single letter, which is sort of handy. But that's that. Hopefully, better not party too hard tonight then. Yeah, probably. Although, as far as tonight's activities, we've got concert stuff that we get to attend, so... And instead of partying, we're going to be recording. So, yeah. Good times. Look at that. They're in another castle. 3, 4 successful runs. Go ahead, submit, and go forth. Understandable, but the variable in the key value of the array. Okay, but the var is the key value of the array. Yeah, definitely that's true. All right, so let's go ahead and back out of this. Thank you, huge hat tip to Aqua for saving the day and enduring all of yesterday's fiasco. That was just hellish. But we got that dealt with. Problem solved. We can go ahead and back out of freeCodeCamp. Day 258 comes to an end. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 259 of the year of streaming and learning to code. In the meantime, we will be stopping the stream. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream and assist yet again. That was mainly Aqua once more. Last comments, good luck and enjoy. It was fun. Definitely was. It was painful at times, but today was far more enjoyable than yesterday. I think we can all agree upon that. Isn't that right, little kitty? Yeah, she's happy. Okay, we get to stop the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.